Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, that was pretty heavy. What are we driving today?
It's a bloody Lexus LM350h.
That's right, guys. We're driving a car that genuinely would make a Rolls Royce Cullinan poo its pants.
Bro, I think it's a bit of a stretch to call this thing a car.
Oh, you're right.
It's a bloody minivan.
Yeah. We are looking at one of the coolest minivans ever. If you even give a little bit of a snot, I was going to say shit, but I can't say that here. You're even going to give a little bit of a snot about luxury, you're going to just want to kiss this car.
Bro, I bloody frothed this thing.
Yeah, look, it's pretty damn cool. So today we're going to take you through this $160-something thousand minivan. It's on the screen now. This thing will set you back a pretty penny, but the reality is that a lot of you guys seem to be importing Toyota Alphards straight from Japan.
I see a lot of them. Let's just say that.
Arigato gozaimasu. I was just in Japan. Jacob, today I'm going to take you through a full exterior tour of the Lexus LM350h. We're also going to check out its interior. We can't not talk about the amazing captain's chairs in the back.
Bro, it's got everything but a bloody ballroom in there.
Wait till you see the ballroom. It's got a big fat bum as well. You can put a lot in there. More importantly though, this thing is surprisingly incredible to drive despite its almost 2.9 ton curb weight. Holy moly, Jacob. That means you and I sitting in here, it was over 3 tons.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, bitch. And as part of that, we're also going to performance test this thing. Don't ask me why, but it is surprisingly quick because it's just one of those fuel-efficient Toyota hybrids, baby.
Gotta love Toyota hybrids.
I love you. Jacob, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob, let's talk about this bad boy. You can actually get it in the 350 or the 350 all-wheel drive. Yeah, you can get this as front-wheel drive. Probably won't recommend it because it already screeches the tires in all-wheel drive. You see, it's got very narrow tires for some reason.
Interesting design decision.
Yeah, that's small tire energy right there, Jacob. There is an LM500h coming, and that's going to be a lot more expensive. And instead of like first class, you're getting platinum class. You're getting Titanic without the crash class.
You're getting pretty much everything you'd ever want.
Let's talk about the looks, Jacob, because frankly, it makes me want to take a seat.
I think this car has the biggest grille of any car we've ever reviewed.
I don't know where the grille starts and the grass ends because it goes literally all the way down to there. It's huge. You got the spindle grille. I think it looks amazing. Lexus do this beautiful thing with their paint where they just layer it on, guys. And oh my God, it is so sparkly. Got the L there for loser. Kidding. Lexus. You've also, of course, got your daytime running lights here, very bright matrix LED lights too. And like, honestly, man, it's an elegant looking car.
It's got some bloody presence to it.
Sorry, minivan.
It's an elegant minivan.
Yeah, actually one of the sexiest minivans I've ever seen. You've also got a radar here. This thing does have very good lane centering, adaptive cruise control, all of the stuff, except for the really annoying eye monitoring system. Get out of here. Get lost.
Maybe you should bloody focus on the road, Matthew.
Get out of here. I like to look down at my phone while I'm driving. Sue me.
Maybe I will.
Please don't. I don't really do that. Oh, Jacob. What in God's name is that?
That's Big Wiper Energy.
No, that's Small Wiper Energy, but thank you to today's video sponsor, Big Wiper Energy WiperTech. Using our link in the description below and code CarSauce15 will get you 15% off your next set of wiper blades, but also free express delivery. Let's be honest, you've got shit wiper blades.
Have you ever wanted to get rid of those bloody streaks?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about those ones, Matthew.
No, not the train tracks, as they say. All right, we're talking about really getting rid of those terrible wipers on your car. Super easy to install. In all seriousness, they're Teflon embedded, really, really high quality. I've had them on my car and it's working really, really well. So make sure you click the link in the description below or the pinned comment, head to WiperTech, and please don't click off the video. Jacob, let's talk about the side.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob, let's talk about these wheels because they have some of the coolest alloy design to them ever.
I love the way Lexus do their rims.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Make them really cool, even on a bloody minivan. They are 19 inches, but you wouldn't want any bigger because that would ruin the ride. And honestly, these Michelin Primacy SUV Plus tires are pretty good. So yeah, provide a lot of wall, makes it very, very comfortable. You have a 360 camera there too. These door handles are actually fixed. They don't move. There is a little button.
Ah, that's very luxury.
Ah, Jacob. But these ones do move to reveal your big fat mummy seats. But Lexus knows that there isn't any luxury in that. There's no luxury in having to pull a door handle. So they give you an extra door handle by a button. You can just press a button and it opens up. And you press a button and it closes, because that's premium.
That is, you know what, that is extra.
Yeah, F you, Rolls Royce. Got massive amounts of glass, including this glass here. It's a literal glass house. It means you've got no blind spots, so it's really easy to drive, also really easy to park, weirdly, despite being over 5.1 meters long. Of course, you have tinted privacy glass there too. And yeah, it's a minivan, but I mean, it's a pretty sexual minivan.
Bro, you know what? This is the kind of car that I could just see bloody celebrities getting driven around in.
Does things to me, Jacob. Let's check out the bum. Jacob, the wind. Oh.
Bro, hide behind the Lexus.
Oh, you probably could. Let's talk about opening up the tailgate. Again, you got buttons on both sides. Because doing this...
That's a bit povo, mate.
Who do you think you are? Poor? No, you press a button. Oh! We'll come back to that though. Close, close, close.
That's got secrets inside.
You're wasting precious time here. You have a massive light bar here. Isn't that just very Lexus, Jacob?
I love the new Lexus design of the backs.
I could give it a kiss. Lexus badge spelt out there. LM350h all-wheel drive, because we have the optional all-wheel drive, baby. And that means we have an electric motor on the rear axle. So it's not like a proper all-wheel drive, but it is kind of a proper all-wheel drive. I can't explain it to you, Jacob. You're too slow. All right. Oh, yes! Powered tailgate. Very good, Jacob. As you would expect for a minivan, it's pretty damn practical. Not the most practical, and I'll show you why. So, you do have a little bit of room when all the seats are in their most comfy position, i.e. extended all the way. You can fold them away and hide them just like a Toyota Fortuner, Jacob, our favorite bloody car, but that does completely limit your horizontal width, but hey, at least you get more space on the inside. You can also slide the third row forward if you want to get more space, but then your third row passengers are going to compromise. You don't want that, do you, Jacob?
No, you don't want to compromise anything when you own this car.
No! But if you want to move those gigantic captain's chairs out of the way as well, you've got some buttons here to push them forward and then to throw them gently forward. And then you just get an absolute shit ton of room. Couldn't even tell you how much there is. There's a lot.
Probably over 1,000 litres.
I reckon your mum could fit in there.
You got me good.
All right, Jacob, let's talk about the interior.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob.
How do you feel?
Regal, robust,
Not in that seat.
rotund. I do feel like I've added a few extra kilos. Guys, this is f***ed. I don't know how else to describe it. You get in here, actually I do know how to describe it. Old school luxury.
Yeah, just giving you everything.
Everything.
Like everything's soft.
Everything's soft, nothing feels like sporty. It doesn't need to. You got soft touch materials, leather, everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. You have the world's longest bloody dashboard. I can hardly reach, and I've got some of the weirdly longest arms out there. Your steering wheel is a beautiful leather with wood trim on it. You have these touch capacitive buttons that are a little bit annoying, but you can see through your heads-up display what you're changing. The seats, they're semi-Alanine, Jacob.
Bro, they're so goddamn soft.
I'll be
I've
honest
never
with
felt
you.
such nice seats.
You're not gonna like this.
What?
I've got a semi sitting in these seats. They're that good. Jacob would want to censor me there, but I'm not going to let you, mate. These are wonderful. Really just top-notch seats. Very adjustable in a lot of different ways. Very, very adjustable. Seriously, extremely comfortable. No massage though, which is a bit weird.
Bro, the driver should not get massage. It's for the bloody backseat passengers.
Who do you think you are? Running around, leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart. You do have this copper or bronze that's kind of running around the interior. Feels
Very Lexus.
Wood, of course. Under here is a little storage area with a couple of USB-C ports, a wireless charger, storage. There is a really small glove box for such a big car. You also have the classic patented Lexus thing here, your dual side opening glove box. And yeah, don't worry, we tried. Both sides, does nothing. They thought about that. Inside you get plenty of storage, another USB-C port, an HDMI port, which, trust me, we'll have fun with in a moment. And a couple of cup holders there with massive door bins. Is it the most amount of storage space in a minivan? No, absolutely not. Do I care? No.
Not at all. Not in the slightest.
Who do you think you are?
Running around stealing scars.
It's running around leaving scars, bro. You're very close. Here, you have your little Toyota shifter, if I'm being totally honest. Feels like it's straight out of a 2008 Prius. But anyway, it's fine. You've also got another screen, Jacob. It's a hidden screen, because up here, you have a digital mirror.
So you can watch the guy behind you picking his bloody nose.
Yeah, that wasn't me, all right? This is like a 15-inch display. It is incredible. They used to be terrible in Lexus, but they have really fixed that in recent years. It's incredibly responsive, though sometimes I have noticed it does lag a little bit, so that's a bit weird. I haven't experienced that before. Maybe it just needs like a firmware update. You do have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and although you have to control most of your climate functions through the screen, it's never been an issue for me, and you get these really cool dials here to see your temperature.
I think if you're going to do climate controls on the screen, make it always be there, you know?
Always. Never leave me alone. These seats, by the way, they're heated and cooled. The steering wheel is heated. Up in front of you, you have a digital instrument cluster that I'm pretty sure is the exact same we saw of like a GR Corolla. It's fine. It has terrible viewing angles though, so anyone other than the driver won't be able to see it, which might be a good thing for you. It's not the best thing out there, but it's fine. Again, a little bit slow.
But you know what? In every other area, this thing bloody ticks the box.
It ticks the box. Speaking of Jacob, enough talking about this. Let's talk about the back seats.
Let's do it.
All right, Jacob, excuse me while I, poverty-wise, close my own door.
I'm sorry you had to do that.
I feel terrible about having to do that. Now, before we talk about the insanity that is these back seats, I want to give a quick shout out to us. We have just launched carsauce.com/buy. We've partnered with Motorscout, who are Australia's #1 car buying service. They're seriously really good with almost 5-star ratings, completely over like thousands of reviews. We work with thousands of dealerships across Australia to find you the car that you want at the best possible price. We literally put dealers together and make them fight each other. That's pretty good for you.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, and we don't work for them. We work for you. It's really easy to do, no obligations, and we will help you along the way. So head to our website, carsauce.com/buy, when you're buying your next car. It's worth it. Jacob, you know what else is worth it?
Holy crap, man. This is the most insane interior of any car I've ever seen.
I honestly don't think I can even tell you guys everything about here because I'm gonna forget. There are so many features, it's unbelievable. But I wasn't lying to you guys when I said that this is, you know, giving Rolls Royce a run for their money. It is incredible back here. Let's talk about some of this stuff. So first of all, we have this airline style overhead panel. It really does feel like and look like you're in pretty much first class back here. So you have a button here and that can open and close your roof shade. You can also close your side shades, also for the third row there too, which is crazy. You have your air conditioning controls up here. They're dual zone climate control. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than that. These seats are unbelievably comfortable and they come with a lot of mechanical features before we get into the software stuff. So you have an airline style tray table here.
That is so cool.
It's just so cool. You press a button here and you can see a cup holder. You've also got a hidden storage area to the left of your legs. You'll notice these buttons here, but we'll come back to that in a moment. You have a hidden panel here with HDMI port, and let's just say you can have a lot of fun.
We love HDMI ports in cars.
Down here you have some storage too. You can see your Mark Levinson sound system. I reckon this car has a total of 200 speakers. I don't know, it's a lot though guys, and it sounds incredibly good. They've obviously paid a lot of attention to acoustics in here, and if you're a bit of an audio head like me, you're gonna love it. Jacob, it's time to get serious. I'm gonna push this seat forward.
Ooh, okay.
The driver could do from their space. You'll see here you have a bunch of buttons. If you've flown business class before, then you'll notice that these are very, very similar. So you can quite literally lie flat in here, and it's not illegal to do so because your seatbelt is actually built into the seat, so you're always tight in the seat. That's pretty damn awesome. Excuse me while I do this.
Oh no, I'm losing you.
Oh, so once you're in this position, it is, I would argue, the best experience of your life. This is better than sex.
I mean, I can't disagree.
It's just incredible. So in terms of more technology, you press this button here and you get a little tablet. This isn't actually a phone, even though it looks like an iPhone. It's iPhone sized. So you can control both the left and right seat. Don't worry, each passenger gets one. You could do things like open up the display so that you can see your trip. You can watch a movie. You can do whatever the fuck you want, Jacob.
You can plug in your camera.
It's your fucking Lexus LM350 for the next hour that you've paid for. Anyway, very, very cool. You've got a bunch of different things there for audio. You can control your climate controls, including your heated and cooled seats in the back. Yes, this also has a seats button, and you can turn on your massage seats. Weirdly, I think this has been lost in translation. You can press weakly or hardly. See, as far as I'm concerned, hardly means not very much. But hey, what do I know? That just means the intensity of your massage seats here. But yeah, weird. I've never seen poor translation from Lexus before.
That's true, actually.
You can also adjust the seats from this little tablet device. You can control the lights in here, so it's got this beautiful lighting to it as well, including things like climate concierge. You've got all these options here to change the way that the climate controls hit you. If you want to relax, it'll put warm air on your face. It's just insanity, man.
There's so many bloody options. I feel like you could spend all day just playing around with the back seats of this car.
It's unbelievable. Guys, go to your Lexus dealership and try out this car for yourself. I think you're gonna absolutely love it. Speaking of the seats, they are a semi-Alanine, just like up front. Got a really beautiful headrest that's extremely comfortable, as you can imagine. And yes, guys, I know you're concerned. At 5'11", I've got enough leg room, a good amount of toe room, not the best, and headroom is okay. Obviously, I'm joking. This thing is absolutely insane. There is a third row as well. In fact, this thing is not a 6-seater, it's a 7-seater, although I wouldn't want to put 3 people in the back. 2 is probably enough. It is really easy to get into the third row. Again, you can have plenty of space, or you can make it less space by sliding it forward. You can recline it all the way. All the way. So I guess maybe some of you chauffeurs, you're just gonna have to have the tailgate open. But anyway, that's different, but I like it anyway. And amenities back there are pretty good as well. You have air vents in the roof. You have a USB-C port per side, and by the way, you've got more USB-C ports here and cup holders here too. Back to the third row though, you've got a little button here that you can recline it with, cup holders too, and a storage area. So there's plenty of stuff in the back, although definitely not the place you wanna be, right?
Bro, do you reckon we've covered everything?
I honestly think we've done a phenomenal job.
There's just so much.
Yeah, guys, we've been filming this, I can't tell you, hours today. This is crazy. Just like this thing, 0 to 100 is pretty surprisingly fast, Jacob. Let's test it out.
Okay.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob. You comfy back there?
I am.
All right, it's time to put the car though into sport mode. We're gonna, give it some brake boost, so you're gonna fist me good. Let's do this. Here we go, daddies. Oh.
Come on.
Can you hear those electric motors whining in pain? Come on. Come on.
Whoa.
Surprisingly good for a huge minivan. 0 to 100 in 9 seconds flat.
I reckon we could have gone sub 9 if I didn't have my massage seats on.
Sapping all the power.
Sapping all of it.
All right, let's drive this thing normally. Alrighty, Daddy Jacob.
Oh, hi, friend.
With your current...
Just give me 1 second, all right? Shush. Let me put my seat into its correct position.
All right, while you work that out, I'm gonna give the people what they need to know. So powering the LM350h is a 2.5 litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. Of course though, it is hybrid power, baby. Say it.
Hybrid power, baby.
That puts out 184 kilowatt of power, and we don't know how much newton meters of torque it gets.
Oh no, my feet are getting crushed.
You see, Toyota, they don't like to give us pesky car people the torque figures, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels uncomfortable.
All right, we're going into sport mode.
I gotta put my seat back.
We're gonna give this thing a lot of sauce. Oh, the body roll.
Oh my God. Oh, driver, what are you doing?
So it actually is quite impressive in how it handles. So they've added a bunch of stiffening and bracing underneath the car, and that essentially means that this thing is actually relatively rigid despite being, well, just a giant hollow rectangle. It's not quick. It's not quick in the slide. Does it feel fast back there?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This feels like a turbulent flight.
Oh, excuse me. Let me put the car into rear comfort mode.
Oh, thank you.
So the dampers slacken off at the rear. This does have adaptive dampers, no air suspension, although honestly, it doesn't even need it. If you're hoping for amazing fuel economy, it's good. It's very good, but look, it hasn't been incredible. The best I've gotten is 7.1 litres per 100 kilometers. That's quite above the claim of like 5.6 litres per 100 kilometers, but that's still very good for such a large, heavy vehicle. Oh my God. Oh. The body roll.
Bro, you woke me up.
But I do love this thing. Driving it around, it is serenely quiet in here, apart from the ECVT, which drones away when the engine is going. Put in eco, Jacob.
Just please drive it normally. Like, this is really comfortable, but I'm getting a bit car sick right now.
When the engine turns off, there you go, and we're like coasting. It's really nice and quiet. There's acoustic glass everywhere. That means it's all laminated. It's all quiet. It's all quiet in here, Jacob.
Bro, can I put my movie back on?
You're the one that wanted to lie down, Jacob. Lying down on the job.
This is so awesome. I love this.
But even sitting in this position, like, it is so comfortable. And I have loved driving this thing around. Surprisingly easy to navigate, to park. It's actually quite nimble, weirdly, for such a long vehicle. Oh, Jacob.
Friend.
Tickle my little pickle.
Bro, I was reaching for you.
Tickle my little pickle. See, Jacob's in another postcode right now. Here we go, dads.
Ooh.
So power, by the way, from the engine is sent exclusively to the front wheels. There's just an electric motor on the rear, so that makes it all-wheel drive. Oh, man. Oh, the tires are also comically small at just 225 mil width. Like, it's very thin tires, so that doesn't necessarily help with the driving dynamics, but it does help with comfort. And the wheels as well, not too big, 19 inches. That means you get actually quite a lot of rubber, well, at least height of rubber. And that makes it relatively comfortable. We'll put it back into rear comfort just for Daddy Jacob. You deserve it, son. You deserve it.
Concentrate on the road.
All right, Daddy Jacob. Give me your thoughts from back there.
Bro, apart from Saucy Corner and all the other corners, to be honest. Bro, you woke me up. Driver, what are you doing? This place is unbelievably comfortable.
Have you got your massage seats on?
No,
You've been missing out.
I can't believe you didn't remind me.
You got to get rid of all that stress.
Should I go weakly or hardly? I'm gonna go hardly. All right.
Bro, I love when things get lost in translation.
Oh,
Do you feel weakly or hardly?
honestly, this feels really good.
Or do you feel a little sexy?
I don't know if I'd use that word, but I would use the word hardly.
I wouldn't blame you.
Can I just say the leather back here is just some of the most supple. Oh, it's massaging my glute.
Oh.
But for some reason, just my left one.
Just your left arse.
I think it senses that's where I'm holding most of my tension right now.
All right, Daddy Jacob. With that, let's get into our final thoughts.
All right.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob.
Ah, there you are.
May I give you my final thoughts?
Go for it.
Who out there is looking for a minivan? Not a huge amount of people. But if you are looking for the epitome of luxury in a spaceship minivan, you're gonna find it in the Lexus LM350h. It's so wild just how much you get. It's actually, I wanna say, reasonably priced considering how much you get. Would you agree with that?
You know what? Given the fact that there's almost no competition, the only competition really is the Toyota Alphard and people are already spending that much to import it, I think it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer, really great minivan.